Hi, welcome to Comfort Green. We're going to do some YouTube videos for you guys today. Obviously, my son's been pushing me to do so, but anyhow, regardless of that, we're going to do a little bit of experimenting today on the cementatious materials that we're going to try to run. This is actually an Aircrete trailer that's behind me here. This actually is a commercial installation. Basically a cementatious material. Well, today I just want to run a little cementatious material for the other type of Aircrete with the C, not the K. Basically, that's just a foam. And we're going to use the same foam that I use for my Aircrete material here, and we're going to see how it successfully works inside a Portland cement base instead of a magnesium oxide base.
Our cement is actually a magnesium oxide for Aircrete with a K. And since I'm the one editing the video here, I'm going to mention the discussion me and my father were having about Aircrete is whenever I put Aircrete into a search engine like Google or YouTube, they assume I misspelled Aircrete and they put it with the Aircrete with a C, and our discussion led to, hey, I can make that too. So that's basically why we're here making this product today with our Aircrete gun. We're using Aircrete gun to make an Aircrete. Yeah, you hear the confusion already. So basically this is just for fun to see if we can make it.
This is what the Aircrete dry foam looks like, just a foaming agent with other cementatious mixture. We're just going to turn the machine on so you guys can actually see a little bit here what this is actually going to look like here. This is basically going to be just a foam with no cement. This is what the commercial type of air foaming machine looks like. This is actually a foam generator that generates foam. As you can see, it's a very fine foam. It's also a very dry foam. As you can see, it's not pushing down and staying up in place, so it's very dry. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take this dry foam, we're going to put it into our pan with some water, and we're going to start mixing really quick here, but we'll get no water. Now I'm just going to add some water, plain H2O. Basically just a Portland cement with a little bit of pearl ice and a couple other ingredients. As you can see, it's fairly dry. I'm going to turn the gun on here, bring this up a little bit closer. And I'm going to be doing this as the system actually mixes. I can almost see two people. Now we'll just continue mixing this a little bit. It actually looks a lot easier than the actual ones I've seen on videos. Well, that looks like a very consistent mix, to be honest with you. Very nice. Blended in very nice. Interesting. Well, now we're just going to let time and see what it does in time. And this is our first little test that we did just for the ha-has, making just the Aircrete with the C, not the Aircrete with the A, the K, excuse me, which we'll be making one of these days. I'll show you the real Aircrete itself, the installation product. But for now, we're just playing around. This is the first nice day in February, so we decided to run our trailer, get it ready for the spring boom, and we'll be starting to spray probably next week. So, have a great day.
It's been about 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I wasn't keeping track of time. The deep ridges from our scoops that I made with those cups have leveled off. But I'm actually quite curious to see how much it weighs. And that's what I'm about to do. I have not zeroed the bucket. I want to know the weight of our newly formulated product here. Remember, we're just having fun here. I zeroed a bucket. Oh wow, I can tell this is a lot heavier than what we usually install. Still very liquid. A couple minutes later. That's our weight. That is significantly heavier than an AirCrete product. As you can see, our foam still holds its property. It's shaped pretty well. We got a whole bunch of doodling. But you can see our foam holds shape very well. Although the cement has leveled off because it had big ridges and scoops in there. Now it's all leveled off. Oops, I'm shaking like a leaf. We're gonna see how this turns out. We'll give it an hour or so. I'm assuming this cement takes a lot longer, like a couple days to cure. Our magnesium cures almost instantly when it reacts with our foam. We're gonna try maybe a few other samples someday. We like doing little tests and having fun with our product. As you can see, the foam is still fine. This shrank, we could say a little. I'll take it to the sun here. This is it here. It's really still soft. It's very slumpy. Well, we believe we just put way too much foam. We try to make it like an AirCrete, but wait a second, I gotta be more specific. You see, if you take a close look, you can see how this is nice and soft looking. You can tell it has a lot of air bubbles in it. And that is essentially what gives our value to the cement. Whenever we're on a job site, people think what we are dealing with is a Portland cement because we tell them it's a cement base and they think, oh, Portland cement. And then when we tell them no, it's not, they say, well, why can't you use it? And here's a perfect example. Because Portland cement does not form the same structural integrity as the magnesium oxide. There's actually a complex structure system within AirCrete that other AirCrete that use Portland cement don't accomplish. I mean, you can only get this R value of a cement like this so high because it's so dense. I mean, it might be more structurally sound to walk on and stuff like that, but it's not the type of cement that we use in our insulating. Technically, this was neither AirCrete nor AirCrete. This was more like a hybrid of the two. Yeah, if you hear confusion, that's understandable. They're not completely different. They're both cement bases. Unfortunately, the way they act and their properties are completely different. The reason why it shrank so much is because we try to achieve the same R value that we get in our product with a Portland-based cement. But as you can see, the Portland cement doesn't hold up like a magnesium cement. They're not even close to being the same. We don't really consider something like this a failure because there's no such thing as failing when doing tests. If you have any comments, leave it in the comments, which makes sense, I guess. If you have any questions, let us know on the comment bar. I'd like to clarify this isn't what we install into people's walls. I don't want any confusion. This is an earlier attempt at making videos and we're just testing stuff, having fun. If you want to know more about AirCrete, make sure you subscribe to our channel. I'm going to talk all about AirCrete. We'll know everything about it pretty soon.